Breaking news for Ripple. And is America truly trying to destroy and monitor everything we do in our financial system? In today's video, we're going to break that down. But first, I want to introduce myself. My name is Coach JV, and I work to make the complex simple. This is the greatest time in human history for normal, everyday people to shift their family's wealth timeline. But I want to be very clear. In the process of becoming a millionaire or a multimillionaire, it's more important of who you become in the process. There is no get rich quick. Ray Dalio, Kathy Woods, Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett are not chasing meme coins. They are looking at real world, fundamental, real world solve. Assets are going to change the world. And we're in a massive cycle that will not happen in our living history again. We're in a climate change narrative, a war narrative, and a socio-geopolitical narrative. We're in a massive debt crisis and a switch in our monetary system. And if you pay attention, and as you look this way and know that there's another narrative going on this way, you could truly shift your family's timeline. But what I do is I stay focused on God. That's my president and CEO. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm not up. I'm not down. I'm focused on my actions and behaviors and making good decisions on a daily basis to protect my family, my wealth, and my timeline. In the last 4 years, I've radically changed my life to financial freedom, and now I'm working to build generational wealth for my family. I am in a timeline that every single person can do this, but you're being sold a dream of get rich quick. That's why the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. So what we're going to do is, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you would like to hear or learn about. But subscribe to this channel. This type of information doesn't get out there. They don't want people to hear this type of stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down news on a daily basis. I'm going to go deeper than just the news and share a microeconomic look on how you can make informed decisions. Financial education is the most important thing right now. Let me repeat that. Financial education is the most important thing. Well, the most important thing is getting right with Christ, in my opinion. And I don't mean religion. I'm talking about Christ consciousness. So let's dive into this. So Brad Garlinghouse, he is a juggernaut. Number one, he was at the Xrp event. That was so cool that he showed up to show some love. But I want you guys to hear this. This is pretty powerful. So he says this at the Dubai FinTech Summit, and he literally rips apart America. Now, as he rips apart America, I'm going to show you facts, figures, numbers, logic of what is happening with central bank digital currencies. We are moving into a monitored system, a massive change in your financial system. And if you don't have your shit together financially right now, spiritually and mentally, it is going to be the biggest mistake, I'm being honest, you've ever made in your life. You are either going to be the wealthy or you're going to be the working poor. There is going to be no middle class as we come up. So listen to what he says at the Dubai FinTech Summit, and then I'm going to show you the big announcement that was made right after that. Let's listen in.
So what's your message to the SEC chair as you sit here in the UAE and in Dubai announcing an expansion of your business to this region, given the state of regulation in the United States right now?
Who? No, I'm kidding. All right, so look,
He was like, who? Who's Gary Gensler? Who's the SEC? Literally, like, come on, guys. America, unfortunately, is being looked at as a clown show right now. A clown show. We have become the black eye of the economy, the black eye of the world. He's literally like, who? What are you doing? He's sitting in Dubai FinTech Summit. Wait till you see the announcement after this video.
we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I find it as a company that started in the United States, and as someone who's a U.S. citizen, it's sad. Like, I have sadness about this. The U.S. is getting past not just a little bit, but by a lot. And but the tough thing about this is you have a country that I think has put politics ahead of policy, and that's not a good decision if you're trying to invest in the economy. You're seeing, certainly here in the UAE with VARA, the Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. Certainly, what's happened recently in Europe with MiCA. The United States is definitely stuck. And Ripple, the case with the SEC, we will spend, the first time I've shared this publicly, by the time it's said and done, we will have spent $200 million defending ourselves against a lawsuit, which from its very beginning, people were like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. You have video footage of the chair of the SEC as a professor at MIT saying 75% of these digital assets are commodities. And now he says they're all securities because he's the head of the SEC and he's seeking power and he's putting power ahead of sound policy to grow an economy in the United States. Blockchain technologies are being invested in and pursued in the entrepreneurship outside the United States. And one of the first pieces of advice I give entrepreneurs when they come and ask me, hey, I'm getting something started, I'll say, if I were you, I would not start in the United States. And I think there's a lot of US-based companies and even US public.
Okay, so I'll speak from an entrepreneur. So we have equity in 7 companies. One of them actually is in Dubai, which has 0 taxes. They support entrepreneurship. And here in America, I'm personally paying over 30% of my income in taxes. Banks are shutting down lending. There is something dramatic happening in America, and he broke it down so eloquently. Gary Gensler is the head of the SEC. He was the head professor at MIT that taught cryptocurrency. He has literally changed this whole narrative because now he's the head of the SEC. Remember, he was the head of the CFTC, and he was also the beginning of the FMOC, the Financial Oversight Committee that is regulating non-bank financial institutions. This is all deeply interconnected. I mean, don't take a guy with a tank top on and a scarf on in 80-degree weather. Like, he said exactly what I've been saying. When I said this in 2020, when people started texting me and emailing me, why did you get into Ripple? Why did you da-da-da? I said, I'm holding on like a tick on a dog. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And there's a reason why they're going after the #1 run company in cryptocurrency. Ripple is the #1 run company in cryptocurrency. I will stand boldly and say that. It is a well-run, capitalized juggernaut in the ecosystem. I invest in real world. And now XRP, we're not having shares in Ripple. That's what the whole thing is about. But XRP is a product of Ripple. I want to make that very clear. You can get into Ripple pre-IPO through Link 2. Okay, Ripple expands its presence. This was a big announcement. Ripple expands its presence in the Middle East following this major announcement. Disclaimer, I'm reading exactly. Ripple has announced it is expanding presence in Dubai by opening a new office location in the heart of Dubai International Financial Center, the DIFC, and bringing Swell Global 2023, the 7th edition of its annual customer conference to Dubai, November 8th and November 9th. The expansion comes on the heels of the company's strong growth in the Middle East. Literally, Biden is pushing people out of America. Gary Gensler is pushing companies out of America. And this is happening behind the scenes. Bank of Canada launches public consultation on digital dollar, May 8th, 2023. We know that we had the Digital Dollar Project that was launched in January 2023. We had the Innovation Hub in New York, which is connected to the Bank of International Settlements. They are all moving us to a central bank digital currency, guys. You have to understand what is happening. Okay, this is the CATO policy analysis of central bank digital currencies, assessing the risk and dispelling the myths. So this is a really good document you can dive into. This is a type of stuff that I'm reading. We can go back and forth and say this and that, and people are in this meme coin thing, this get rich quick. Guys, you have to understand that Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Kathy Woods are not playing this meme coin game. Guys, the top 3, 5, 6 people within those meme coins are going to make money. Everybody else is going to get wrecked. You have to stop trying to get rich quick. There's a reason why only 6% of people in the population retire with over $1 million. Think about that. And those 6% barely are making it, guys. 94% of people in the economy retire with less than $1 million. How can you survive? Even with $1 million at 4% interest with inflation, you're making about $40,000, $50,000 a year. That is not retirement. This is your time. This is the opportunity, the greatest opportunity in human history to understand how wealth is actually built. Cryptocurrency cannot just be your only investment. You have to understand to diversify outside of crypto. I'm in leveraged life insurance, precious metals, diversified in business. I did this in 4 years, guys. Now, I am just at the start of the second cycle, which I call it, which will be the cycle where I start to build generational wealth. And I'm going into real estate. Okay. So I'm a baby at this. I'm crawling, I'm walking, but as I'm walking, I'm coming back and teaching. But this is what's happening inside of America. Now, remember how the cycles work, family. It was Ray Dalio. So now we're going into, we have a credit crisis in America. We have a liquidity crisis in America. Okay, bad policies. Now we're going to go into the battle in between. Is that civil or inside of its own country? Now the left and right are battling the left and right. The left and right are getting us to fight. So now within the own Congress, Rep. Tom Emmer claims that Democrats support his CBDC bill, but can't say it publicly. He attributes the silence to current crypto climate on Capitol Hill. Republican House Majority Whip Tom Emmer said on Monday his CBDC Anti-Surveillance Act has gained significant traction among lawmakers, including some that haven't stepped forward publicly. So they're scared to step forward. Why? Because it's so interconnected, financial and politics. If you step up, you lose your job. If you speak up in banking, you lose your job. It's the reason why is because nobody speaks up anymore. Everybody's afraid. We're indoctrinated into a system. If you speak up, you can't feed your family. You can't pay for your health insurance. So you're sitting there going, oh, I can't speak up. And so I'm going to do unethical things at the bank and within the organizations and within the government because I want power. And it's not even about that. It's about feeding your family. And we're in this mechanism, this ecosystem where nobody's standing up for themselves anymore. I finally said, F the system. I'm out, man. And I got the crap kicked out of me to get to freedom now. Now I don't answer to anybody. I answer to God every single day in my prayers in the morning, at night. I look in the mirror and say, did I move the needle forward? And I'm a broken sinner just like everybody else. But these people are walking around like they're walking on water, thinking that they're going to control our ecosystem, family. This is one of the most critical and dangerous times in human history if you don't have your shit together. It is so important right now that you start to understand and dive into stuff. What are you watching every single day, family? What is taking up your timeline? What is taking up your attention? Rewire everything. Rewire what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're eating. Get your body back into balance. Get off alcohol. Alcohol separates you from your identity. There's a reason why certain religions don't let people drink alcohol. It brings out spirits. It's called spirits. Cut out alcohol, cut out porn, cut out excessive video game playing. Get on a plan. Get your shit together, guys. I built the plan for you in my 120-day challenge. It's the exact blueprint that I used to get to where I'm at today. So family, you have the resources. We're here for you in the Warrior Academy. We got you. Over 6,000 warriors worldwide. I have private coaching. You can click the link down below, warriors. It is time. The blueprint is here. We are here to support you. But warriors, you should be studying so hard right now. Cut out the bullshit meme coins. Cut out the bullshit casino. Cut out the bullshit lottery tickets. The working class is moving down. The middle class is working down to the working poor. But this is the greatest time. With a very little amount of money, you can change your family's timeline. Start a budget. First week in the Warrior Academy, you start a budget. You get your shit together. You realize that you're spending way too much money. You plug the holes in the ship. You build a new foundation mentally. You build a plan for your life within the first 6 weeks in the 128 challenge. By the first 6 weeks, you've created a new plan. You've created a budget. You now have a vision. You are directed. You're working out. You're exercising. And then you start to understand the 5 pillars of wealth. And then you start to open up your mind and awareness. And then you start to embody a new frequency. And by embodying a new frequency, you attract new things and new people and new experiences into your life. Television was telling you a vision. It's channeling information into you. It's television programming because it's programming you. That's why they don't like things like TikTok, because you can swipe away from commercials. So it's the greatest time in human history, fam. After this video, down below, you can join the Warrior Academy or sign up for private coaching with me personally. We have another class starting. We have 6 spots for the June class, and we have one every 2 months. So I love you guys. I appreciate you, as we always say. Warriors! Rise, get your shit together. Let's go.
Is designed to keep you trapped. 2017, I walked out of a high-paid vice president job because I was absolutely miserable. Working 16 to 19 hours a day because that's what the system taught me to do. And what I discovered through countless hours of meditation, research, reading books, understanding how the millionaires and billionaires operate, the system is designed to keep you trapped. Today, I own multiple companies. I travel all over the world. I'm financially free, and that's exactly why I created this community of like-minded warriors coming together called the 3T Warrior Academy. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm sharing this with you to show you what's possible for you. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your life to another level, we believe the Warrior Academy has something for everybody. Processes that take you step by step through disciplined, consistent activities, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Our 120-day challenge, all you have to do is open up the app and take it day by day. We're going to take you through the disciplined, consistent activities to take your life to the next level. Within 1 week, you're gonna feel a difference. Within a month, people are gonna notice a change in you. That's how powerful this 120-day challenge is. So if you're truly ready to break free from the old paradigm into a new paradigm of discipline, consistency, great relationship with your family, financial freedom, and learning the pillars of wealth that'll change your life and generational wealth to come, I'm gonna invite you to do our program for 7 days for free. The 120-day challenge has changed over 5,000 warriors' lives worldwide, and we hope to be yours next.
Warriors, let's get your together. Let's go.